Hi there! I've already reviewed a few different portable devices from KingHank on my channel, but this console is on a whole new level. Meet the Kinhank Motion X, a stationary console that brings a new approach to home entertainment through hand tracking and gesture controls. Although I feel like I've seen something like this before, I just can't remember where. In this video we'll unbox the console, talk about its technical specs, and check whether playing games on it is really as simple and fun as shown in the promotional videos. I'm obviously not 6 years old, and I don't have kids to test this console with, so I'm pretty skeptical right from the start. The console arrived very well packed. Inside the shipping bag was this box. Let's open it together. The packaging design inside is craft style and minimalistic. Here is the console itself, but let's set it aside for now. Inside this smaller box you'll find a wide HDMI cable for connecting the console to a TV or monitor. Next, there is a remote control. There is also a power adapter with a USB Type-C connector, a metal stand to hold the console at an angle, and a pretty detailed user manual. The bundle is great, but one thing really disappointed me. The remote control doesn't come with batteries. For me, this is a pretty big downside. If you don't have any batteries at home, you'll have to go buy them, otherwise you won't be able to set up the console right out of the box. My console is the blue version. It's wrapped in paper like a premium gadget. The console is made of plastic, and on the back it has two USB ports, an HDMI port, and a USB Type-C port for power. On the side there is a microSD card slot. On the front, the camera is hidden, that's the part responsible for detecting your movements and allowing you to control the games. The bottom of the console has a rubberized finish and built-in magnets, so the stand attaches very securely. The stand itself is also rubberized to prevent sliding on the table. When you turn it on for the first time, the console will ask you to choose the interface language, connect to Wi-Fi, and it'll give you a quick tutorial on how to use it. Everything is very straightforward, even a child could handle it. After that, it'll require an update which takes some time. The console runs on Android, and it actually comes with RetroArch and PPSSPP pre-installed right out of the box. It uses the RK3576 processor from Rockchip, a popular chip in Android TV boxes. It offers good performance, but not enough to comfortably run PlayStation 2 games, for example. I tested a few built-in games right after unboxing. The hand and body tracking sensitivity is extremely high. Playing like that is very uncomfortable. I waited a bit, updated the firmware and the games, but unfortunately nothing changed. You really need a lot of time to get used to how sensitive the motion detection is. In some games there's also a slight input delay, not huge, but noticeable at times. On top of that, your hands aren't always tracked accurately, and occasionally the system just glitches. Overall, the technology is far from perfect, and you have to adapt to it and learn how to work around its quirks. The games themselves are pretty primitive. I believe the key to a good game is that both adults and kids should enjoy it. Unfortunately, I don't enjoy these games, and I think kids will get bored of them quickly too. I don't think kids will be excited to return to these games to beat them or to get competitive. As a one-time attraction, it might be okay, but as a fun family console, sadly, no. And before we continue, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. It's super important for promoting both the video and the channel. The more likes, views and subscribers we get, the more videos I'll be able to make and share with you, and the more fun and interesting the content will become. Also, don't forget to click the bell icon so you won't miss any new videos. And if you want to support the channel even more, you can hit the hype button. It helps push the video to new audiences and brings even more people into our community. Thanks a ton for your support. Let's continue. On the other hand, I tested some retro games, and they work surprisingly well and smoothly. You can play your favorite Nintendo 64 or PSP titles without any lag or stuttering. Even some Android games run very well here. So to sum it up, I can highlight a few small advantages: good packaging, lots of games with motion capture mechanics, frequent firmware and game updates, the extra ability to use the console as an Android TV box, and of course the possibility ability to play retro games through emulators. But all of that is overshadowed by one huge downside – the price. The console costs around $160 with a discount. For that money, you can buy a Nintendo Wii on the second-hand market in excellent condition, and your kids will always want to play fun games on it. Plus, they'll discover an amazing library of classic Nintendo titles and iconic characters. And with the money left over, you can buy another mid-range console for yourself and enjoy some retro gaming while your kids play on the Wii. Even more, if you have an old Xbox, you can buy a Kinect sensor for around 15 euros on the used market, and you'll save a lot while still getting a great experience. So yes, the biggest enemy of this console is its price. For $160, you can buy tons of other interesting gadgets with more powerful processors and more capabilities. And what do you think? Would you buy this console for your kids? Let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I wish you pleasant nostalgia and successful completion of your favorite games.